Hello everybody. Today we're going to look at a couple of different things related to writing. The first thing I would like to look at is the rubric for assessing writing. This means this is the way your writing will be assessed on writing tasks in the course from now on and on exams. So let's take a look. First of all, we're looking at three things: the content, the structure, and the language. Now, what do we mean by content? By content, we mean that the information is accurate, it's correct, that the question has been answered, and that you use vocabulary that is somewhat academic, that it relates to the topic that you're writing about, that it's used correctly. The other thing we're looking at is structure, the organization of information. So the paragraph must begin with a topic sentence with a main idea. You need 2 or 3 supporting ideas, and those ideas have to be linked using appropriate transition words, connectors, because, therefore, so, similarly, those kinds of words. And your paragraph also needs a concluding sentence, a sentence that ties it all together. And finally, we do look at the language. And yes, we know that you're going to have mistakes, and we understand that. However, we also expect you to write a variety of simple sentences and compound sentences and complex sentences. Now, simple sentence, I mean, Tom bought a book. Tom bought a book and 2 pens. Although he bought 2 books, he also bought a pen. So here we have a variety of sentence types. We need basic, correct grammar. Present simple, past tense, noun-verb agreement, he works, they work, the right form of the word, use the verb when it's a verb, the noun when it's a noun, and capital letters and basic punctuation. Every sentence, beginning of a sentence begins with a capital letter, and use a comma correctly, a full stop, a question mark. Now this rubric you can also see on the course site. On the first page you can see that it's here, rubric for assessing writing, and you can always click on it and use it while you're writing. Now we're going to take a look at the writing task that you had this week. You read the article about the ecological impact of the Industrial Revolution, and at one point the author says that the next revolution is the era of sustainability. And you were asked to explain in English what the author means by this, and to write a paragraph of 4 or 5 sentences. Yes, 4 or 5 sentences. Now, before you begin, do some thinking. What's the topic of the paragraph? My topic is sustainability, the era of sustainability. So it must be mentioned in the topic sentence. Then say, what is the point the author makes about the topic? Well, the era of sustainability led to the next revolution. So we have to get these 2 ideas together in our topic sentence. The rest of the sentences, or at least another 3 sentences, have to be support with facts or examples. And then the final sentence, the concluding sentence, ties it all together. So let's take a look at 3 examples of your work. Example 1. The author explained that the Industrial Revolution dramatically changed every aspect of human life and lifestyles. Well, now I need to understand the topic for me, or the main idea, is going to be how the Industrial Revolution changed human life and lifestyles. There's nothing here that talks about the era of sustainability and the next revolution. And then it goes on from human development, health and life longevity, etc., a whole list of different things. Then it says it began 250 years ago. And there's absolutely nothing here that relates to this. So what's the problem here? The information may be accurate, but it does not answer the question. Therefore, what? A topic sentence? Well, sort of. Main idea? I don't know. It certainly didn't answer our question. It's a collection of ideas. Let's look at example 2. He is saying that one era was the Industrial Revolution. That has ended. Now we are going to a new era, the era of sustainability. So if we take a look at this, it's already a little bit better. And I say to myself, now, how can you put this together? How can you put the idea of that the Industrial Revolution has ended, and now we're beginning the era of sustainability? Put it together instead of writing it in 3 different sentences. So now what do I need? I need something that's going to explain and support. In the past, we used too many resources and polluted our earth. Now we have to find a way to sustain development in a way that does not damage the earth. Well, okay, you've got 2 good ideas here, but I'm missing how they link together. I'm missing a example strength in this, and there's no concluding sentence. So here we've got a little bit better. Example 3. It already begins the era of sustainability. Look how nicely this is in quotation marks. Means the world will begin to rely on neutral, well, it should be natural resources. Yeah, there's spelling mistakes here. Like, it's an example, using natural gas, came from the bottom of Earth, developing a solar systems to transform the sun's heat to electricity for home using. So again, he gives some examples of these natural resources that the world will have to begin to rely on. Here we have a problem, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm just going to mark this green. The principle of sustainability is to use things that found in nature and not damaging the environment. Okay, helps and explain here. The era of sustainability became very popular, and a lot of universities and colleges began to teach this as a BA. Okay, but does this sentence really follow this sentence logically? This may be true, but I'm not sure how it connects. I need something in here. Something's missing. So there's a gap here and a bit of confusion on the part of the reader. Now, if I look at the language here, what do we got here? We've got problems with capital letters and punctuation. This should be a comma. And here we need a capital letter. So pay attention to those. So now let's go back and review a few points. When we're writing, identify the topic of the paragraph. In this case, the era of sustainability. What point are you making about the topic? It's the next revolution. Why is it the next revolution? What are the facts and examples that will show me that it's the next revolution? And then finally, your last sentence is your concluding sentence. And after you finish, go back, read your work carefully. Look for mistakes. Proofread your work. And I'm going to show you a little trick here. If we look here, this is in Word. And if I see there's this red squiggly line, if I right-click, I've got some options. And I can find, I mean natural. And it corrects it. Resources. Yep. What's the problem here? Earth. And then, capital letter. Damaging, that's the way you spell it. Oh, yeah, I meant environment. And then again here, the air's sustainability becomes, well, here we would probably want has become very popular in a lot of universities. So if I look and I say, I cleaned it up a little, and maybe there'd be one grammatical mistake here, it's certainly better than it was. So you might want to use Word, type your answer here, check it, and then copy paste it into Moodle.